Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. I got a mic check real quick as we come on in here. Salute to everybody that's gonna tap on in, man. And I got something I want to say to y'all tonight about this situation that just happened. Uh, you know, coming off of this situation with Shedeur Sanders, man. And I'm just gonna tell everybody, the man on the left hand side of your screen, he is a sad individual, bro. You, sir, are a very sad person. And this is a sad story because only a guy like Jason Whitlock would go out of his way to try to tear down a young man who's not bothering anybody, sir. Jason, you are the worst of the worst. You are a disgrace. You do anything for attention. You do anything to tear down this young brother on the right-hand side of your screen. You, sir, and I'm going to say this to you because I heard the comments. You disrespected that black lady, legendary coach, Dawn Staley. You disrespected the great Emmitt Smith. You disrespected all of those great black folks that stood up and dared speak up and show a little love to a brother who did what many people like yourself said that he couldn't do at all. Something that you couldn't do, Jason. You on the right-hand side of the screen, you were a Ball State scrub. Yes, that's what you were. You were a guy who claimed that you quit your college football team because you didn't get along with your coach. You claim that, Jason. You hate Deion Sanders so much. In prime time as a two-time Super Bowl champ, legendary guy, who is, if he's not 60, he's nearly 60 years old and kept himself in the damn great shape. Unlike you, Jason, who, let's just say we know what's up with you. You are a flaming hypocrite. You are a hater. You are a liar. You are a phony. And you are a false prophet, in my opinion, sir. You run around here patrolling everybody else's lives from what you call your fearless approach to Christianity and love for God and all these other things, but you act devilish and you run around here disparaging young black men who are actually out here doing the right thing. When you, sir, live the life of a demon, right? Yeah. You, Jason Whitlock. You talked about Deion Sanders, his father's chains all last season. You talked about how his father was going to be a failure and how he wouldn't never do nothing. And I want to say this. These are guys who've never done anything to you, Jason Whitlock. You went out your way to disparage this entire family. You are a disgrace to epic proportions, sir. And I heard what you said on your show about Shedeur Sanders. You're a very disgusting and disgraceful person, brother, especially with all the stuff that you have on your background, sir. You talked about Deion Sanders the other years wearing chains. When you wore Dookie chains, your chains didn't shine like chain shine. You wore Dookie chains. And Jason, who are those ladies that you're staring at? Why is your face in her chest, brother? You're so up and right. And don't talk about you change your life now and you're a different person and you ain't the same. No, 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 no. You are a very judgmental person, sir. And you came with that full-fledged hate. I'm talking about hatred towards a guy in Shedeur Sanders who's never done anything to you. You have been screaming for attention for these guys from so long. It is absolutely disgusting. And you talk about, you've mentioned in the past, your beef for Prime. Prime has never even said nothing to you. He doesn't care about you. You don't exist to those guys, bro. But for you to come out here and go out your way to disparage this young man, talk trash about this young man, when he was better than you. Shedeur Sanders was way better than you, Jason Whitlock. He was way better than you in football, and he's way better than you right now in life. You are a sad, unhappy dude. You're probably, what, damn near 60 years old. You're same age as Prime. You're not married. You don't have any kids. You're sad, bro. You're sad, man. And like I said before, this right here is just a dude. This is the sign of a dude right here that just gave up on himself. Look at you, dog. That's the sign of that's you in your prime, brother. That's you in your prime. That was a picture of you in your prime. And you would come on your show and disrespect all those great black folks who have achieved something. Don Staley, the legendary black coach, all these people, Emmitt Smith, the legendary running back, all these people who are great. You will sit up here and disrespect these people. But you in your prime, sir, look at you in your prime. Look at you. That's you in your prime. That's you in your mid-30s, man. In the prime of your life, that's what you was on, bro. And you sitting out here talking about a young man that's out here trying to make it, bro. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. And I mean that, bro. You quit your college football team, brother. Talking about you didn't get along with your coach. And when you left, the team got better. You was at one of the worst teams in the country in Ball State. Notice how you didn't say nothing about Ball State all season with they sorry asses. But you stayed criticizing Coach Prime in Colorado, a bad team, one of the worst teams in college football, until Prime and them came over there and turned that whole program around. And you go on your channel and do that hit piece on that young man and continue to stalk and harass these young men in the Sanders family. You are a disgrace, brother. You are everything you say that you preach against. You are a sad individual, sir. Imagine all of the dirty, nasty, filthy things you have done that have never been revealed, sir. But you will come out here and constantly judge this man, and you'll disrespect that man after he went out there and he went through the ringer, haven't been complaining, haven't been doing anything. You find any reason to hate on these people, bro. And it's sad that as a professional athlete like Shedeur Sanders is, something you never got to be, Jason Whitlock, that you have so much disdain and hatred in your spirit, brother, that you would come out here. I'm gonna say this again, y'all. This is how a lot of these guys are on social media that talk. They in their primes looking like this. They in their mid-20s, early 30s, looking like this. But you out here talking. This is you at your best, Jason Whitlock. Straight up, bro. Straight up. You really thought you was Mac and Honeys? You really thought they liked you? Where did you pick those girls up from, Jason? Look at you, bro. You look like you sweat. You like a 400-pound Mo3. Look at you, bro. You look like the wrestler from Men on a Mission. Mabel. That's who you look like. But you'll sit out here and you'll run your mouth about young dudes that, and let me tell y'all something about Prime, what he'll do with his son. You dogging them out because of how Prime he raised his sons right. They don't have to do the things you did, Jason. They never had to do the things you did growing up, Jason. Look at what you were doing, Jason. Look at you. You think any of those ladies really liked you for you, Jason? I want you to really think about that. You have to have a low, I know you got a low self-esteem because you don't want that smoke with me. You already came over here and I stir-fried your ass, not once, but twice. So I already know you don't want that smoke. And I know you're listening right now. I know you're listening right now. But you're a disgrace, brother. Harass these young fellas like that, man. You wanted him to play bad so well so that you would be justified. The man played well and you still came out and did that hit piece, man. And you disparaged all the great black folks that had something good to say about this man. You talk down about them on your channel, brother. I know what you really want to be in life. You're angry that you are who you are, brother. You're angry about that. I know you're secretly and really angry about that, dog. But you can't change that. You can't change that aspect of you, right? But just remember, when you did it, you couldn't do it, dog. You couldn't do it, bro. You just couldn't cut the mustard. You could eat it, but you couldn't cut it. Well, for you to sit out here and do the things that you've been doing, dog, and say that thing that you said about this young man and all those prominent black folks that stood up when they saw, because see, I'm not going to come out here and complain about, because I don't really watch the NFL like that at all. But I watch all the little shit that guys like yourself be saying. And you're a disgrace. You've been harassing these dudes since they've been in college, bro. And you're a disgusting individual, bro. You get on your knees for everything else that don't look like Shedeur Sanders. Anything that don't look like a brother, you get on your knees for, bro, boy. Period. And you are disgusting. And your comment section lets you know about it. They don't even like you. None of them people in your comment section respect you, dog. They were all dogging you out for what you did. You're a disgrace. And I saw your comment section. 90% of your comment section was dogging you out, saying you're disgusting and you're out of pocket, man. And you a hater, bro. Even the biggest Shedeur Sanders haters could not say anything after that boy went out there with that type of performance and not having them practices with the first stringers and going out there doing that, man. You a savage, bro. You a savage, bro. And you have a sick, weird obsession with disrespecting the Sanders. You really do, dog. You really do. And I don't know what it is about you, brother, but I pray for you, man, because you in a dark place, man, in your life, bro. You in a dark place, man. For you to do that and talk down about them dudes like that, bro, constantly, when nobody's bothering you, bro. These dudes ain't even thinking about you, bro. But look at you, man. This is you in your prime, bro. You have to be a very, very, very non-confident person for you to be sitting out here talking about people every day that's out here doing this at a high level, bro. When you're in your prime, you was in your prime in your 30s, bro. That's what you was on, man. That's you in your 30s, bro. But you talking about primetime Deion Sanders and his sons. Primetime, you and primetime the same age, and primetime still in shape. He still take care of himself. You have let yourself go, but you will sit up there and say the things you say, and I'm willing to bet that you got crushed stains in your. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that, man. I'm not even gonna say that, bro. I'm not even gonna do that to you. I'm not even gonna do that to you. You sad, brother. You sad, man. telling you, bro. I'm very disappointed that you would put that type of energy out there, especially after you see the brother trying to fight for it, man. He ain't getting handed nothing, bro. He just out here trying to do what he's supposed to do, and here you come, doing what you always have done. When them ruckus girls got a dime Imus for calling them nappy-headed hoes, a white dude calling black girls nappy-headed hoes. You sat up there and capped for Don Imus. This is the type of stuff you did. Absolute disgrace, man. Absolutely. You fell out with all the people that you supposed to be cool with, the brothers that came on your channel. You fell out with them. Y'all be ashamed of yourself, but I know you're not, man. Well, that's you in your prime, brother. That's you in the prime of your life. That was you. You ain't even take care of yourself, bro. But you gonna come out here and talk about Deion Sanders and his sons, Shedeur and them. When Shedeur and them stand on top of business. And Shedeur don't have to. And I'm gonna say this again. Shedeur Sanders, he don't have to go the route. I ain't even gonna say that. I don't even want to say that, man. I don't even want to say that, man. You just, bro, you're a sad individual, my brother. And I truly pray for you, Jason, because what you did and the things you said about the people that took up for this brother and that spoke up after watching that game, and the people who was online that was putting out great commentary about this brother after all the whole country was ripping this dude. He went through the ringer after the draft, bro. Right? And so you had a couple people celebrate him, and that was a problem for you. And then his father going through what he's going through. You did that same shit to Kobe Bryant, you disgusting pig. You did that shit to Kobe before he died. You was a sad individual. You did that to Kobe Bryant before he died. And then when Kobe died, you went up there with them fake ass tears. You went there with them fake ass tears that you talked all that shit about Kobe Bryant like a dog before he died. You and Nick Wright. But you went up there with them fake ass tears, bro, when Kobe suddenly died. Acting like you didn't say all that shit you said about him. You're a disgrace, brother. And I have zero respect and zero honor towards you. And you're going to be one guy, Jason. I'll tell you this right now. When you leave, people not going to miss you, bro. Not going to care about you, bro. Because of how bad you treated people, man. You ain't got no soul, brother. You don't know what that young man going through, man. That man's father was just battling cancer, bro. You don't know what that young man going through. But you going to sit up there and talk about him like a dog. Disgraceful, bro. I want y'all to see this, bro. I want y'all to really see that, man. This guy on y'all screen. I want y'all to see. These are the type of dudes that hate on these young guys that's out here doing their thing, man. Right? Hating. And it breaks my spirit because the young fellas ain't do nothing to this man. They could have easily came back and destroyed Jason Whitlock. They ain't do nothing to Jason. They could have easily came back on one line and ethered Jason Whitlock. They've ignored this man for 3 years. This man have been harassing these dudes going on 3 years now. 3 years now. 3 years. He been harassing their daddy Deion Sanders. This man have a serious hatred for Deion Sanders. And Deion have never. I want y'all to think about something. Something is really wrong with you when you hate somebody that have never said nothing about you. Primetime have never said nothing about this guy. He never said nothing about Jason Whitlock. Ever. Ever, dog. And you've held this grudge against this man. And you are just a disgusting individual Shout out to my boy Too Raw. He been cooking your ass for years too, man. You're a disgusting dude, bro. You sat up there, man. This man, daddy, I don't care what you going. This man, daddy, was just fighting his life with cancer, bro. This man got put to a fourth string. He wasn't out here crying and complaining about it. He going out there trying to do his job. And here you go. Here you go. You're gonna go out there and disparage all the actual great black folks that have actually been successful in what they do. Like I said, and you even talk shit about a legendary female coach and Dawn Staley. You a piece of scum, bro. You actually went at her because she had some type of wanting to give that boy some flowers, knowing he going through it right now. You know how mentally tough you got to be as a son to know that your father was going through something. You going to camp, I got to deal with this, and then do all this stuff, and you got this dude right here, just sit down here, and did a whole hit piece. I'm talking about this dude went on everybody black that had something to say, and he always want to talk about somebody's uh, uh, lawsuits and HR files and Shannon Sharp and all of them. Man, I wonder what they would say you was doing, Jason Whitlock, at your time. Because ain't none of us without no sin, brother. But the way you be acting, bro, and it's receipts on you, buddy. It's receipts on you. Didn't you claim that you owned a piece of a strip club down there in the South called Tootsie's? Didn't you claim that you owned a small part of that to Colin Cowherd on his show? Remember when you used to call yourself Big Sexy and talk all that worldly talk, sir? You lying scumbag. Absolute disgrace, bro. That shit is sad, bro. When I seen that dude say that stuff he said, man, because I seen it that night, because he was on X popping it. Because I went to look after the game was over with, and I went and said that, and I saw how Shedeur, because I saw the next morning how Shedeur had been approached by one of those reporters that was hating on him the whole time, just talking down about him like a dog the whole time. Never had nothing nice to say about him. And the reporter actually approached Shedeur. Everybody trying to make it seem like Shedeur approached him. No, that white dude approached Shedeur, right? Then they try to lie and kept talking about, oh yeah, look at Shedeur come to the game with his entourage and stuff. I heard on the radio they said that nah, that was his teammates that walked in there with him. His teammates got love for him, so they had to change that up. But you got this scumbag right here. I'm talking about, bro. This dude, bro. This is the worst type of dude, bro. The only my boy Too Raw come up with crazier type of words for guys like Jason Whitlock, bro. He come up with words I can't even think of for this dude, man. Him and the homie Willie D. They the only two dudes that come up with the right words for this clown. But you got a serious problem, bro. Well, you literally, bro. And I'm talking about. I want y'all to think about this. These dudes ain't doing nothing to this man. They ain't even said Shedeur, Dion, Shallow, none of these dudes, Bucky, none of these dudes. They not said anything to Jason Whitlock for all these years. When Prime was asked about it, Prime was like, man, I ain't got nothing to say about that, man. It is what it is. He didn't even want to talk about you, bro. But when them other boys want that smoke with you, you ain't got nothing to say, dog. You sitting over there on your show, and I seen you over there doing that little country show. Now that shit is trash. You trying to fit in. Man, you sad, bro. You sad, bro. You sad, man. That's why when I seen you years ago on other dudes' channel, you ran, boy. You ran up out of there. Then when you came over here, you got smoked. Straight cooked. That fake intellectual talk don't work on me, dog. When you come down here in the trenches, you're going to get stir-fried. So you can keep popping it. You a grade A hater, and you prayed on their downfall. I watched you all last season. You prayed that they lose games. And you the reason why a lot of people don't even believe in God and believe in the right thing, because they see you a heathen, and you a effing hypocrite, boy. You a heathen, and you a effing hypocrite. Straight up. I know one thing though. I know who you don't keep that same energy for. We all know it. We all know it too. Oh, he ran from Roland Martin too. Come on, man. So you running from everybody, huh, Jason? You ran from Roland Martin too, buddy? No, notice what I said. Notice what I said. So and this nigga got a whole history. All you gotta do is go look online. And this the same dude. I remind y'all this. When he showed his computer, everybody in here knows. When you get on your computer, what they do is you get ads that pop up on your computer that relate to things you look up. So Jason, he probably get food ads that pop up, but he had a different ad that popped up. Go look up this story. Jason Whitlock showed his computer screen on one time and accidentally displayed a certain uh, sexual ad on the screen, and he tried to cap and act like something happened to his screen. It wasn't really that. Nah, we seen the ad that popped up on your screen, buddy, with your fake ass, high and righteous ass. You ain't getting no X-rated ads, brother, popping up on your screen. You ain't getting no sexual type of ads popping up unless you ain't looking at that type of stuff. So, yeah, you weaseled your way out of that. But we saw it. And a lot of people reported on that. But you still, to this day, running around here want to talk down on everybody else, man. You scary, man. So, yeah, dog, it's a video up right now on his lame, man. And he going to say something about me tomorrow. He always trying to take little jabs in his show. Yeah, I bet you the Dion lovers like ticket and nothing. Nigga, shut up. You disgust me, brother. And like I said, I wasn't going to say what I was going to say. But just make sure, and I'm going to make sure you know this, sir. Make sure that you wipe good when you go. Make sure you do that, dog. Because you did say, and I'm glad T-Raw just said that, you did say that you go through $8 of toilet paper every day, dog. So everything should be fresh and clean. Man, what y'all think that sofa hitting on? That sofa screaming for dear life. Look at the cushion on that sofa, man. And this man sitting over here talking about Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders. Like, share, where is the guy daggone? Y'all know how the sofa's supposed to have. Where is the pegs underneath the sofa? Did the pegs get pulverized into the ground? Look at the bottom of the sofa. Where are the pegs at the bottom of the sofa? But Jason Whitlock want to sit out here and talk about a 20-something-year-old man, young man, that's not bothering him after he played well. Like, share, subscribe, man. And that's why I told y'all, if Shedeur would have played bad, and that's the only reason why I'm really covering it, because Shedeur need all the help as far as the media support he can get, because you got guys like this that exist who are trying to tear him down. And what they want to do is they want to control the media narrative and keep him down. It's not going to happen, bro. I don't care if I don't watch the game. I'm going to even the odds. Like, share, subscribe, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comment section, do you think that the sofa survived? I'm gone.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.